Bulk diet, week 11. So this morning I weighed in at 173 pounds, and that put me at about 23.3% body fat. Um, this past week I focused on tempo sets, so really slowing down all the movements, like during the negative, on my sets of 15 reps. The negative I would do 6 seconds, and then the positive I would do 6 seconds. And then on my sets of 12 reps, the negative would be 6 seconds, the positive would be 3 seconds, and then on my set of 8 reps, both the negative and the positive were both 3 seconds each. So I got to lighten the weight a little bit, which was nice for the joints. But still, it wasn't like a much easier workout. It still was a tough workout. But we're definitely working on the slow twitch muscle fibers. And just, it was a nice change pace from just what I've been doing the past few weeks. Meals have pretty much all stayed the same. Well, not stay the same, and the macros have stayed the same. The meals I've been changing up day in and day out. My sleep has been awesome this past week. Resting heart rate is steadily going back to just like, I'd say just a tick under baseline. Um, uh, what else this past week? My ice shower up to 3 minutes and 45 seconds. It's starting to get pretty hard and pretty brutal. I'm going to still try to push it, try to get to that 5-minute mark. This next week, I'll be up to 4 minutes. And again, I'm doing that towards the end of the day, about 2.5 hours before I go to bed. I don't want to do it too close to a workout, like post-workout, because I can reduce some of the inflammation, which reducing inflammation in the body is always a good thing. But when you're post-workout, you don't want to reduce that inflammation because that inflammation is there to help rebuild the tissue that was torn during the workouts and the muscle fibers. And if you're doing a nice shower or an ice bath immediately following the workout, you are blunting some of the response that the body's trying to do to build. So that's what I've been doing towards the end of the day. My sleep has been awesome from doing this, just because I think it gets my body into a much more relaxed state. So that's pretty much been my week. Bit of a stressful week with work. I've got my big Christmas concerts with my students coming up next week. I've got 2 concerts, pretty much 2 of the same shows on Tuesday, and then the same thing again on Thursday, just because we can't get all the kids on stage at the same time. But that's like my biggest event of the whole school year. And so that's been just front and center on my mind the past several weeks. And it's like, here we go. I did get, I don't know if you guys can see it right there, a CGM, a continuous glucose monitor. This one is from a company called signoshealth. And I've had them before. It's been a few years. But I re-upped my subscription for 6 months. So over the next 6 months, I'll be adding that in, seeing how my body responds to, like on a poor night of sleep, seeing my blood sugar levels, where they're at, eating different types of food. Last week's video, I talked a little bit about like starting the first Monday of New Year's week. I'm going to be going to like an animal-based diet, which I'm going to be incorporating fruit and honey and maple syrup, and carbohydrates that I pretty much don't eat, or if I do, it's very tiny quantities. So I'm interested to see what my body responds to that. Same thing with like exercise. It's gonna be interesting this next week with stress, like how my body's gonna be responding to that stress from the concert. So a lot going on. I'm excited to get back with Signos and the CGM and reveal some of this data to you guys. So there we go. That's pretty much week 11. Week 12 is going to be a beast of a week just to get through all my concerts, and I'm not going to get the adequate sleep that I typically get. The stress of the concerts, just walking these 2 days, I averaged between 30 and 40,000 steps. Like I'm on my feet the entire day, walking around the school and everything. So it's going to be an interesting week to see how my body responds to all this. Well, that's all I've got for you guys for this week. Please keep it locked in here on my channel and like and subscribe and continue to follow along with me as I now go through this keto bulk diet following my my keto cut, my bodybuilding cut back in the summer. And I'll see you guys next week for the end of week 12.